What up, happy people? It is Sam of Raging Cactar, and today I'm going to play a little MTG Isles of Shandalar. For those of you who don't know what Magic the Gathering is, it is probably one of the most popular trading card games, and this was just kind of one of their older games that kind of put story and things to it. And I'm going to play it because I played it a while ago as a kid, never really beat it, and think it's time to give it another shot. But whatever. Now, I've played a lot of MTG in my life, so we're not going to take it. We'll take it at Magician, because I will probably get wrecked on any other level. Now, it's all about... It's a trading card game. It's all about decks of cards, and it's going to be a lot of weird interactions and things like that. And I know that there's a deck we could probably build, given the card pool of when this was made. So I think that means we're going to be either playing... green or red, and for anybody who knows Magic the Gathering well, I think we're going to be playing Channel Fireball. So I think the right answer is to play... I'm not good at this. I am so fucking indecisive. I suck at life. I think the correct answer is to play... Well, I need red for Fireball, but I need the 2 green first for Channel. I think the better answer is to play green first. So we'll play green. And I'll just take a minute to build my wizard, because this is going to be interesting. And I think we will build... This guy. This guy knows what's up. I don't like the red. He's going to be green-red. Green-red's cool. Mages need a beard. Wizards need a beard. Planeswalkers should have beards. I think we're gonna go with No, I like the cloak. The cloak's cooler. And I don't know what's up with that rod, but all right, that rod's kind of weird. That's why. Who holds a rod like that? We're gonna go with that one, and let's be done with it. Oh, well, I know exactly the name for this gentleman. But I am going to fix this with the power of my mind and magical editing powers. So, here we go. I think we got it. Okay, cool. Anyway. So, we are ready to take Balthazar on his mystical journey into the Isle of Shandalar. I have no clue if I'm pronouncing that right at all. And we are ready to be on our merry way. Now it dumps you into the world, and I guess what's going on is that it's... these people are trying to cast a spell that gives us the end of the world. They're causing the end of the world, and obviously that's bad. So we are... Our goal as protagonists is to go through and stop them from doing that. By the magic deck we have, I don't really want black cards, and taking out people as we go. We'll get into fights with people and we'll beat them up by magical decks, and there's a whole lot of backstory stuff about who you are and what you do. But I don't know most of it. I've never been crazy into MTG for the lore, but I like the game and it's fun, and this is a cool little game. If you haven't been crazy big into MTG, it's cool. This is probably not the best place to start, but it's a cool idea once you get into it, because it will let you get an idea as to what the game looked like 20 years ago, even 10, 15 years ago. And that's pretty cool. So I need to stop getting my butt kicked, because I probably shouldn't be losing this. But I am, so we're just going to go ahead and start dropping dudes down. Because dudes need to get played. And once dudes get played, we can start fighting and punching faces. And punching faces is always pretty much a great thing in this game. There's a lot of different mechanics that kind of come and go with it, and things have different abilities. I don't see anything with a good... I don't see anything. But you'll see, like, you'll see things that have... Where are we going? But you'll see things that have different... Okay. But you'll see things that have like different symbols on the corners and things like that, and that'll tell you what they do. It's a trap? Okay. And the AI is actually really reasonable, which you don't find in card games a lot of the times. Like, anybody who's played the Pokemon trading card game knows that sometimes AI can be trash. Anybody who's played pretty much any other kind of trading card game thing, and I'll probably show off some other ones because I enjoy trading card games a lot. That's one of my things that I'm super all about. But you'll find that a lot of them, the AI is really, really just bad. So we're going to work to not have that be a case, hopefully. But, fingers crossed anyways. But, we need to get through this stalemate right now. And we're going to be fine doing that simply because we've got big things. And we can... Oh, of course it did. Except when that happens, and that's not great. So, we're going to have to deal with this. Because right now he's got a... And those are things, actually... The creatures he's got is some stuff that we really need to... a lot of those creatures we're going to need on the line for the deck we're making. But for right now, we're just going to kind of work to get rid of all this extra blue nonsense. Because nobody... Don't play blue. Just don't play blue. Just don't. It's literally a mess. And you're an awful person if you play blue. And if you do play blue, I'm kidding. But each of the colors stands for different things and what they're supposed to do. Like, green's supposed to be all about, like, growth and being able to do stuff faster. Blue's supposed to be controlling and... I don't really remember what early blue did. Early blue did a lot of weird stuff about controlling and like changing a lot of rules and text, which they've promptly gotten rid of because they realized that was ridiculous. And that's fine. Like, cool. I'm totally okay with that. That would have probably been a very weird place to go through and deal with, and that's probably for the best. But we are just gonna win. Alright, we turned this around, so we're just gonna go ahead and win. Yeah, we're just gonna turn this around, go ahead and win, get the cards. But those will be good, actually. Ooh, +1 life in the next one. Beautiful. But the idea is that we eventually have to get into these X5 different towers and, you know, get into and stop them. West, okay. We eventually have to get into these 5 towers and stop the wizards and beat them up, and once we beat... I have no idea what that gave me. We have to get in there and beat them up, and by doing that we'll prevent whatever world-ending spell nonsense they're casting to fruition. And we are not anywhere close to that. We might be there soon depending on how things go, but right now we need to get this deck built. We need to get this deck to an optimal. Because otherwise we're just dirtling about for now. And we don't need a lot of dirtling about. But we will, hopefully. And if you are curious, the reason I'm not explaining a lot of what's going on, there's a lot of technical crap and a lot of things that I could be explaining about what's going on, why am I doing certain things, and it's not that I don't want to, it's that we would literally be here forever if I were to do this on a card-by-card basis. I'd rather do it when it gets to be, you know, more important, like when we're in like when things get stalemates, or like right now when I have a card that could probably be really good, but at the same time probably create more of a problem for me. So we're gonna wait on that for right now because we don't know what the answer is. We might just trade off the mammoths we have going on here. But then that happens, so I don't know. It really becomes a question of, you know, it becomes very much like, when do you do the thing you're supposed to do? And that's a lot of this game, is just figuring out, when am I supposed to do the thing? Should I even do the thing? Do I do the thing when other things have happened? And there's lots of things that can go. I think that's good for us. I have no idea. And it's kind of, you know, we're in a stalemate right now just because it's kind of, oh, and he just gained a bunch of life. That's awesome. That's essentially what we want to be doing later down the line, except without this pain in the assness going on. But we're just going to hope for the best and pray things go well. Because he's just, this guy's just amassing a bunch of stuff right now, and we don't need that. So the question is just going to become, okay, just chucked a dude under. But oh, because it tapped them all. Oh shoot, that's awful. That's really not good. Alright, if we swing in, I don't know. See, we could have swung for the game there, but without dude open, it wouldn't work. I couldn't stop him with that. So let's throw some dice and see what a random effect we get is, because that would be interesting. Bloodlust. I have no idea what that does. Oh, that sucks. That really, really sucks. That could have been great on a different turn. Alright. And the question just becomes, can we even block correctly? I don't think we can here. No, because 2's going to get through regardless. No, we lost it. That's alright. It's going to happen. A lot of those cards we're not going to need anyways. Lure with the Basilisk. Yeah, we don't need that. Sylvan Library. I don't like that it'll draw the game out a while. So let's just go ahead and flip in some stuff and take out some other stuff. Because right now we've got a lot of stuff that doesn't do us any good, combined with a lot of stuff that's... Why do we have Millstone? We don't need that. But we have a lot of stuff going on. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to... Where am I going? Oh, he gave me +2 life for talking to him. That's cool. I need to go west. Oh, there's the tavern. Okay, cool. Alright. Green amulet for colorless cards. I think we need some colorless cards. I have no idea what we need, though. Oh, brass is good. That's so good, though, because we need that for making multiple colors. And the other question is just going to be, we're not getting uniques. The other question, could use Gauntlet of Might, but that's going to be way too much. I guess we're going to have to get that, since that'll be a good... City of Brass will always be good. We got one more. Colorless things are always good too, especially if we can get them to produce mana, but I don't think we can. It doesn't help. I don't think I mean, Ornithopter's always great. Free card. Free card's really underrated in this stuff. At 4 colorless mana, no. I don't think there's anything else worth getting, so I think... I mean, we could play Rack too, but Rack is not that great. I don't think we're gonna find anything else we need. Glasses? No. There might be... No, because the other thing is... No, we're basically done here. I don't see a reason for anything else. Wild Growth we do need, though. And Tranquilities, no. Okay. Artifact, nope. Alright, we do need Wild Growth because that'll help us get that out. And we want City of Brass to pay for red things down the line. So we'll get rid of one of those islands now. And... the colors card. Actually, this is probably going to be worth it. So we'll probably take this. What do I need to do now? Defeat a Beastmaster. Yeah. Getting free colorless cards is probably one of the... I don't want to deal with you. You're a Beastmaster. Okay. Getting cards for free is probably one of the best things to do. So I think this is going to be dealt with getting our mana base together. And that's cool. I like mana. Making sure you have enough colors of everything is a big deal. And you'll notice that when I go into different places or I get options to get free cards, I'll sometimes waste them on lands, which some people might think that's a weird choice, but that really stabilizes a lot of things. That's right. I have to pay that off so that I don't take any damage, because that could be tragic. I thought Fairy Dragon... That's 4. Alright, we are going to be hurting for a minute or two here. We are going to hurt for a fresh minute. Ooh! Yeah, we're going to hurt for a fresh minute. But we will survive this, and... maybe the spirit will be deterring enough for now. Because the other problem that we have is that we have a bunch of high-cost stuff, which is not going to be great for dealing with this. And we'll eventually get this lower. The problem is just getting to that point. Basilisk will always be good because it'll kill stuff, even if it doesn't die. This is a good, it's a good wall breaker. Because basically what it'll do is it'll kill anything that it blocks it. And that's pretty good. Like that spider that's a 2/4 is probably going to be a pain in the butt. And probably need some flying to deal with stuff. Like I said, I don't really want to touch over a lot of the basics of the game. If you don't know what it is, this is not the place to. This is unfortunately kind of not the place to learn it, and that's just what it is. I'm kind of just playing this to kill some time for right now because I like this game. There are some people who like Magic the Gathering and have never seen this game, and here we are. But we will survive for now. Okay, cool. Let's throw the dice. Maybe we get something cool. Okay, that's cool. That was actually kind of cool. It took out one of the birds. That's opponent's birds. Which I wasn't expecting to have happen. But this is bad. This is awful. Alright. So they're attacking. Which means if he's swinging with everything... it means that he has probably got... make the best trades we can. Yeah, I'd say there's probably something that's He's probably going to buff something that is going to survive somehow. And that could have been much worse. But that was his swing in, and that could have been much worse. Although this is already significantly worse. Maybe we'll get lucky. Let's throw the dice. I have no idea what that just did. I do not know the... Oh, it put a minus counter on it. Shit. Well, shit, that wasn't supposed to happen. We are not doing bueno here. Shit. That's awful. I guess we'll have to dig into... How many? Please be 3. Please be... Okay, 3. So we're gonna have to just nullify a creature, and I don't know which one to do, because there's not a good choice here. So we'll do the spider. This is pretty awful. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is shit. Come on, drop me a creature. Nope, that's a force. That means we lose. That means we lose. So we lost the Beastmaster. We have another shot to take him on. Let's see what else we can find before we reassault that. That's such a good spell, though. We might play some white, so let's get some white in here, too. We might play 3 colors. And there's nothing wrong with playing 3 colors, especially because now that we have one of the... we can basically start dumping out all of our blue and switching in our other stuff. So let's do that, because we don't need a lot of this anyways. So let's go put in basically everything else, because right now we're only looking at forests with the occasional. So we'll only have, realistically, a possible 1 or 2 dead cards. And there might be a red enchantment we want. I don't remember looking through this. Oh, Mana Flare was good. We don't have 3. Okay, we have 1. Then we want Wild Growth, I think. Because everything else... Yeah, we'll do that. Because that'll be good anyways. At least they'll give us an extra little... That'll help us push things forward until we get more other colors. Right, let's see if we can't find that Beastmaster. Oh, there it was. Alright. Especially because he's going to give us things like that. Like, that's a great card for us. And this is an awful hand for us. So let's hope for the best again. Unfortunately, we are not in a great place, so let's just hope for this to work. And that strikes very badly. That looks really bad for us, because as long as he keeps dropping forests, we are pretty screwed. And then it starts dropping a bunch of dudes, and we're super screwed. Let's drop some defense. At least we can start blocking that big thing. If he keeps doing that, I won't complain, honestly. I don't know what... Oh, beautiful, because we can path that. We can plow that. Because that'll be one big problem gone if we can get rid of that wolf. And it gained him a bunch of life, but at the same time, it also gained us some time, because now we can start about that. We can get... We can keep dudes coming out, which is good. And we can maybe get into there with that basilisk for some red zone nonsense. But we have to see what's gonna happen. Maybe we slap that on the basilisk. I think that's the best case, because anything that's gonna block is gonna get beat up anyways. But as even if you really don't know what's going on, you can see there's a lot of weird interactions and things like that. So there's plenty of cool stuff in this game that can make it, you know, if you like puzzle games, if you like trading card games, and you really haven't known about this, you know, give it a shot. Honestly, this is cool. It's free. You can find it anywhere. We're gonna there, and no, that strikes me as a bad idea, because that may be a better win con. Let's do this. Yeah, that's what I was thinking might happen. Didn't I have first strike, though? Doesn't that thing have first strike? How did that lose? Oh, because he buffed it beforehand. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of little tricky stuff we got to deal with that makes things very difficult. And this is such a... Oh, we're stuck at such a wall right now. That basilisk is going to be the key to getting through all this, but we got to push it and get through all of it. Alright, let's do some pushing. Let's just hope for the best, and we'll keep pounding away on that basilisk. And maybe they won't block it, and maybe we'll just be able to roll through. We'll have to really just kind of see what happens. And we could dump this on something else too. That would always be great. There's a lot of smaller cards that I wouldn't necessarily put in this deck on any other time, but it seems pretty worthwhile to honestly keep. Okay. I mean, A just jumped 3 under, so that's fine. I won't complain about him dumping 3 under. Let's just keep pounding. Maybe we'll get lucky. It looks like we can just keep whacking away with his basilisk 2 points at a time until something better comes along. But I don't know what will. That's going to be the tough question, is what better is going to come along, because there's nothing really stopping them from blocking, other than just giving up creatures and not having something that can kill it except for the boars, but the boars would die anyways, so it's kind of a... Oh, that's good and bad. We have to put it out there anyways, though, so... Let's... Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. That's fine. That's the best we could hope for. We'll put that wall of ice there. And thankfully that wall's put in some good work, because we could just sit there and block whatever all day with it. Although 2 of those is kind of upsetting. 2 of those is actually kind of frustrating. So let's... Okay. He just choked the birds. He jumped his worthless guy under. Oh, that's concerning. Let's hope... Okay, that worked out not awful. That actually kind of worked out okay. We can make 6. So... We did it. Cool. Wow. We want those cards pretty much badly. And I think that's a good place to leave on a victory. So I will... okay, good. We've turned it in. Let's collect that land. I think we will take that, definitely that City of Brass. And we're going to call it here. thank you all so much for watching. I know if you've been watching that this has been pretty cool for you, I hope. But thank you all so much for supporting us. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. There's plenty more to come. And we will see you later.